Hey everyone, this is Christopher from Heavenarg, and in this video I'll be showing how to place futures trade in crypto. I'll be covering how to place a market order, limit order, and how to do both of this with defined risk. So let's get started. So to trade futures, you have to click the futures tab. The order window will pop up. So you can see all the instruments that you want on the left side, then the chart on the middle, and your position book in the bottom. So how to place a trade? So let's say you want to do a market execution. That means you want to enter the current price of Bitcoin. We can plot a position diagram like this. So I'm looking for a buy order. So let this be my target. And let's say I'm keeping this as a stop loss. Okay. So in the order window, you can click market. You will be able to see your available margin. Then there is your quantity or the order value. Then there is a TP/SL entry positions. Now how to calculate the position sizing so that the risk is defined. So first we'll copy our stop loss from here. We'll copy that and enter it onto the TP/SL window. But before that, by default, this is in loss percentage. So once you tap on it, it will change to SL price. So then you can just enter your stop losses. Similarly, you can also enter your target. Once I copy that, I can just change the profit percentage by tapping on it to change to TP price and copy paste the target. Now, if you have noticed, I have not entered the quantity. So let's say I have 1 lakh rupees. I would want to risk approximately maybe 2000 rupees on this entire setup, which is my 2% capital. Now I already entered the stop loss and take profit. Only thing remaining is order. Now let's say I'll be entering the order value as 1 lakh. Okay. So that is the order value. You can also enter it as a quantity in terms of Bitcoin, but I find that entering it as INR value as the easier one. Okay. So once I enter 1 lakh, I see that if I enter this particular trade, I have a loss of around 878 and a profit of 3229. Okay. Since my risk is around 2000, I can take more quantities. So I can just manually adjust this in such a way that it reaches close to 2000. So once I've entered the order value, I can see that the maximum loss from this particular setup is just 2172 and the target is this one. Now the margin required for this entire trade is close to 19,000. Now this will change according to the leverage that you keep. So keep in mind that the order value is not the margin that you pay. It is basically the total value of the contracts. Okay. The margin you pay is this divided by the leverage. Okay. This is how you do a market entry. You have defined your target. You have defined your stop losses. You have set your quantity according to your risk. Now if this hits, all you lose is 2000. Okay. Now when it comes to limit order, the concept is similar. Only thing is that instead of making it market, you will change it to limit. Okay. You will enter the limit price. Let's say my trade is slightly changed down. So this is a buy limit that I'm looking for. I'll click on that and I'll copy my entry price. I'll enter the entry price here. Then I'll enter the target. Okay. Make sure this is TP price, not TP percentage. Also, I'll enter the stop loss again. Okay. So now you can see that my stop loss is here, target is here, but the risk is now 3000. So that means if this target hits SL, it is 3000. Since my capital is 1 lakh, I can take a 3000 loss. So I have to reduce the quantity in order to make it 2000. Okay. So this is more of a trial and error method because I see that risk right now is 3000, which is not acceptable by me. So I'll be reducing the quantity. So I have reduced it to 1.8 lakhs so that you can see that, my risk has reduced to 2000, something which I'm comfortable with. Then I just place the order. So if I click a buy limit order like that, you can see that in open orders, you will be able to see that order. So this can enter when the price comes to the entry, then the SL is automatically there. TP is automatically there. So you don't have to check anything after you place the order. So this is how you place the orders properly in futures with correct position sizing. Okay. Now, if you want to risk more than 2%, you can just make sure that you adjust the quantity accordingly. Also, let me explain something about position book. So all the running positions, you will be able to see it as open positions. You can exit this just by clicking exit now, like that. Then you can also click on exit options to edit TP, or if you want to exit partially, things like that. Now, if you have any open orders, you can just click on open orders and see what's the pending orders here. And once you book anything, you can just go to trade history. So this is the one that I just exited now, that you can see the profit is there. Okay. So you will be able to see what are profits that you have booked on. Okay. So these are the things that you need to keep in mind. So that's it, guys. See you in the next video.